Yo, what's up, nerds? Welcome to this December edition of Oscar predictions for the 2023 Academy Awards. So, to start, we're going to go with Best Picture. We're going to start from the most likely to the least likely, with number one being Top Gun Maverick. Right now, I think this is win competitive, probably getting in the top three. In a preferential ballot, I see this having a massive advantage over every other film because it's generally well liked by everyone. It's got the 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, 4.1 on Letterboxd. I see it working well with older members of the Academy as well as young members. You know, it's got that nostalgic feeling for the older viewers. You know, everyone loves Tom Cruise. It seems like an easy lock for a preferential ballot. For the second one, we have The Fabelmans. You know, it's got the easy front-runner director for Steven Spielberg. It could be win competitive as well in Best Actress and maybe Supporting Actor. I wouldn't be sure about that. Ke Huy Quan seems to have it on lock, but I think Dano has a chance. For number three, we have The Banshees of Inisherin. It's a very good film. It has a Best Actor advantage and Screenplay advantage because those are obviously categories that it's going to play really well in. For number four, we have Everything Everywhere All at Once, though today it did miss makeup and visual effects, and I'm not really buying it with older voters right now. You will have to wait to see how it performs at the Globes and the Critics' Choice before I decide if I'm moving it up or down, but I would still say it's a lock for nomination. Number five, we have Elvis. It's getting lots of recognition among critic groups, and Austin Butler seems like a lock for Best Actor. He's very win competitive, and I'm pretty sure Elvis is going to be very good in tech nominations. It'll probably get editing, sound, costume design, so it's a very safe choice for top five. For number six, I've got Avatar: The Way of Water. It's an amazing spectacle. It's going to roll in tech nominations. It'll be nominated for pretty much everything. I would also say James Cameron's likely to be nominated for director, so Avatar: The Way of Water is easily in the top 10. Tar, it seems to be a critic's favorite. I'm personally not the biggest fan of it, but I see it getting nominated, and it will be in categories like actress and screenplay. So it seems likely. It might even make it into director, but I wouldn't put it as win competitive. For another almost lock, I wouldn't say it's guaranteed, is Babylon. Its Rotten Tomatoes score is in the rotten category now, so it's not necessarily a lock, but the reviews are either really positive or just like meh, so it's still got a good chance to get in here. For number nine, I got Women Talking. This is one of the only films on this list, this and Babylon, that I haven't seen, but I would say that it's got a pretty decent chance at like screenplay and maybe supporting actress nominations, so I think it probably squeezes its way into the top 10, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got kicked out. For number 10, I have a film that's kind of a lucky guess, but it could really go to any film between 10 and 15, but I got RRR. It's been playing really well in critic circles, and it has the chance to be nominated in other categories, though it did miss the visual effects shortlist today, which doesn't really bode well for it, but we'll have to see. For number 11, I have All Quiet on the Western Front. I do think that this could be 10, and it's probably looking more likely. It's a fantastic film. It has a high chance an international film, and it's been making a lot of shortlists today. I could see it getting other nominations like makeup, cinematography, and visual effects. Yeah, this film's awesome, and I would probably put it as my front runner for international film. Number 12, Glass Onion. Great screenplay, great cast. It's going to be really popular because of Netflix, and I would say that it has a high chance an adapted screenplay to win. 13, She Said. Haven't seen this one. Acting nominations are possible from what I'm hearing. It's not getting a bunch of buzz, but probably has a shot. I'll probably have to watch it soon. Number 14, we got one of my favorite films of the year, After Sun. It's one of the most well-received films of the year as well. There's possible acting nominations and screenplay nominations to be had, but it's kind of dead now, which kind of sucks, but yeah, I still think there's a possible shot. And then 15, Decision to Leave. It's an international competitive film. Also haven't seen it. Need to get around to it. Got a few catching up to do. But yeah, no, it seems like it's could do well. Overall, out of this list, I'm also just going to throw in my personal favorites. My personal favorite film out of these 15 films is The Fabelmans. It's amazing. One of my favorite films. It is my favorite film of the year. It's great. Best Director, number one, Steven Spielberg. He's most likely going to win for this, though he could lose the front runner Steam, and It could go to number 2 or 3, which I have for number 2, Daniels. They just seem to be sweeping in critics' circles. So there could be something here. See, even if it doesn't win Best Picture, I think Best Director is still a possibility for them. For number 3, we got Martin McDonagh. There could be an argument that he's overdue. I'm not sure. But yeah, this film is one of the most respected films of the year. I'm not a personal big fan of McDonagh, but I think that The Banshees of Inisherin is amazing. It won me over for him. So yeah, Martin McDonagh, easy 3. For 4, this is a probably choice. I would assume that he gets nominated. James Cameron for Avatar: The Way of the Water. It's a technical achievement that wouldn't have been possible without Cameron. It's going to be a huge box office hit, probably like $2 billion, somewhere around there. It's awesome. James Cameron will definitely be nominated. And then number 5, I have Todd Field for Tar. Seems to be a critic's favorite, but I wouldn't necessarily call him a lock. It all just depends on how else like Top Gun and whatnot plays, and Babylon maybe, but I'll just keep Todd Field here for now, but I wouldn't say it's a lock. And then my personal choice for Best Director would be all the top 4 are quite good, but I'd probably say James Cameron would be my pick. Avatar was just incredible. Best Actor, I've got number 1, Colin Farrell. He's an absolute beast. He's sweeping critics. He's the critics' darling. He's probably going to win this. 2, Austin Butler. He seems to be getting heaps of respect from other actors in the industry, like Brad Pitt. He's getting nominated everywhere. Very likely to be nominated here. Number 3, Brendan Fraser. He's an audience favorite. This is a good comeback story for him, and the performance was great, so I hear. Haven't seen The Whale yet. Need to see it when it comes out in New Zealand. Number 4, I still have Hugh Jackman. I'm counting him in here for now. He got the Golden Globe nomination. The film might be dead in all other categories, but I think Hugh Jackman lives on in actor.
It's your fault.
What have I done? What's my fault?
Haven't I always done everything for you? I have the right to reinvent my life. It is my life.
And then number 5, this is kind of a shot in the dark. I have Paul Mescal for After Sun. He's a Critics' Choice. He got the Critics' Choice nomination, which is really exciting to me. I love Paul Mescal in this film, and I believe he could be a wild card. I'm not fully buying Bill Nighy, but I could be proven wrong. But right now I've got Paul Mescal, but it could be Bill or Tom or Paul in this. But my personal favorite choice is Colin Farrell, though I haven't seen The Whale or The Sun since they haven't released in New Zealand. But Colin Farrell right now, but I also love Austin Butler and Paul Mescal. It's an amazing lineup.
Everyone to a man knows Mozart's name.
I don't, so there goes that theory.
Best Actress, number 1, Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah, no, she's amazing in this film. She is very win competitive, along with Cate Blanchett in number 2. It's pretty much just a battle between these two. With number 3 is Michelle Williams. She should have gone in supporting actor. She would have just won. But she's a very obvious third place lock. So the top 3 are locked. Then they're not going to miss it. The number 4, Margot Robbie. She seems to be getting nominations across the board, but I don't think she's getting really any wins in critics groups. But I think she's a very safe pick for the top 5. And then number 5, Viola Davis. You know, I'm not really sure who to put in the 5 spot, but Viola Davis is getting a lot of respect for The Woman King. She's got Globe nominations and Critics' Choice nominations, so I would put Viola Davis here. I don't see the reason not to right now, but I also haven't watched The Woman King. It doesn't really seem like anything that interests me, but I'm gonna have to watch it before the Oscars, so that's on the list. And then my personal choice for this category would be Michelle Yeoh so far. I haven't seen Babylon, and I haven't seen The Woman King, but I've seen the top 3. They're all very good. I just wouldn't put Michelle Williams in Best Actress. I'd put her in Best Supporting Actress, like I said before. But yeah, no, they're all great performances, but Michelle Yeoh is just easily the best. So this is this month's predictions. I will be doing tech nominations later on in the month before the new year, so get tuned for that. It should be pretty good. We've got the shortlists out, so it should be very easy to pick. Anyways, that's all. Shit.